Hello, 91.3 The Blaze.
Utah Tech Radio, in conjunction with Advanced Audio Production, Media Studies 4790, presents this hour two student-produced live radio plays. The content you will hear is being produced live in studio with live actors, a real script, live Foley and sound effects, and live music. Nothing is pre-recorded, and this is being done for their final. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of Advanced Audio Production and their live radio play.
Hello, 91.3 The Blaze. For around the next 10 minutes, we are interrupting your usually scheduled music to serenade your ears with something else. A whimsical tale. The story of Hansel and Gretel, but with a slight twist that will be revealed as the story goes on. I will pose this question before we begin. Who do you think the real monster is? Our story begins in the wood. A dark forest. Black trees and hanging webs as far as the eye can see in all directions. Grays and other shadowy colors paint the scene, except for two brightly colored German children who stroll on the dirt path laid before them.
Where are we, Hansel? I'm so scared.
We are in the woods, I think.
Well, yes, of course, but how did we get here?
Because we're hungry, and I saw creatures in the forest.
So, we're hunting?
I'm hunting, you're following.
All right, I guess. How did you convince me to come out here?
So many questions. Let's not find some food, all right?
All right, fine. I think I saw something move over there.
What do you think it was?
I don't know. A rabbit, maybe?
No, too small.
What does that mean?
I need to hunt something big, something smart.
Well, okay, all right. You know, I'm not even that hungry anymore. Let's just find a way back or something.
The path is lost. We must continue forward.
Oh my god, you're right. Where has the path gone? And now we're uber lost and you're acting like super weird.
This no matter. I see something interesting.
Yeah?
A house which appears to be made of candy, but more importantly, a smokestack erupting from the top. How strange.
Is the weird part the candy or the smoke? Because it sounds like you were referring to the smoke being the weird thing.
Yeah, the candy part is weird too, I guess. Whatever, let's just go.
And the twins approach the friendly but disturbingly out-of-place home in the dark forest. As they approach the house, we look towards the sky and interrupt our own program with a quick ad break from our actual, real sponsor, State Farm.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute, everything's going smoothly, and the next, you're dealing with a surprise. Whether it's a minor mishap or a big life change, State Farm is here to help you through it. Accidents happen. Maybe you're in a fender bender or your roof needs repair after a storm. With State Farm, you get the coverage you need and the support you deserve. Auto, home, renters, and even life insurance. It's all part of making sure you're prepared for whatever comes your way. And the best part? It's easy to get started. You can call, visit our website, or visit your local State Farm agent to talk about your options. They'll work with you to create a personalized plan that fits your needs and your budget. So, when life takes an unexpected turn, you don't have to face it alone. State Farm's here every step of the way, ready to help you get back on track and move forward with confidence. Get a free quote today. State Farm, here to help life go right. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yup, they paid for that. Anyway, we return to our story with no more interruptions for the rest of our allotted time. The house is colorful. A large assortment of colors mark the entire structure, making a disturbing contrast to the gray all around. And like a moth to the flame, The kids approach the front door.
All right. You knock on the door, I'm gonna sneak around the back.
No. We are not doing that. We are both going to walk up to the front door and knock like normal people and ask for food and maybe directions home at the very least. And just in case you say anything weird, I am going to pretend I am not your sister and that I don't even know you.
Well, you are adopted.
Okay, you get so much more nasty the further away we get from home.
Hey, I just calls it as I sees it.
That doesn't even make sense.
Are you guys gonna knock on the door?
You blew our cover.
You are insane.
Oh, hello, children. Welcome to my home. Please come inside. You look so cold and hungry.
Ooh, what a wonderful home you have. I love the decor and the fireplace and, what is that thing?
Oh, this is Jimbo, my imp. Yes, he does my normal household tasks for me. Shut up, imp.
So, why is he in a cage if he's your servant?
He likes to fly around and be a nuisance whenever I don't have something for him to do.
He sounds like he would be fun to hunt.
What's up with him?
You know, I honestly have no idea. I don't even think that's actually Hansel. I think this is just a Gretel story at this point. Oh yeah, which reminds me, what's for dinner? I see you have a rather large pot of stew, large enough to, I don't know, maybe fit a child or two.
I've never tried to put two at once before. It's some beef stew, you know.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Is it almost ready?
I think so. I just need a couple more ingredients. Will you fetch them?
Oh yeah, sure. I don't expect to eat for free.
Oh, good. I need a unicorn's horn, a golden comb, and some virgin's blood.
Okay, that sounds kind of ridiculous, but okay, where would I even start?
Oh, it's all in the shed out back.
Okay, all right.
And Gretel goes to gather those normal things for the witch's beef stew. She enters the surprisingly nice shed to find a unicorn's horn, a golden comb, and a Tupperware container marked Virgin's Blood. And as she returns from her journey from the shed, she opens the back door to find Hansel tied up, frothing at the mouth. The witch stands above him, panting.
Oh my God, Hansel!
I can explain! He started chasing me all around with his big knife saying really weird stuff like, one more! I don't really know, but it was weird, so I tied him up.
Oh, he would never do such a thing.
Are you serious?
Gretel makes a dash out of the house, but the witch uses horrible magics to paralyze her and bring her back inside. The witch ties her up next to Hansel, and the two look at each other scared.
Oh, you fools! You did my work for me. Now that you're all scared and tired, you'll be so much more tender.
So that witch lied to me? You didn't really do all those things, Hansel.
9, I did. I chased her around with a knife and said some very weird stuff.
To protect us? Because you knew she was going to eat us?
9, I don't know. I also didn't know that she has magic. Don't you think that's kind of unfair?
I don't know. We just need to get out of here.
Oh, my concoction is nearly finished. I just need to add 2 more fresh ingredients.
Now, it is I, Van Helsing, and I have come to slay you, beast!
Oh,
As Van Helsing breaks through the window and shouts his name, he whips out 2 guns and shoots not the witch, but the children square in the heads. Gretel hits the floor, and her form starts to expand and contract. Horrible demonic screeches erupt from her split maw as her evil fleshy true form slowly dies. And then Hansel is also shot and falls to the ground dead. The witch looks to Van Helsing, stunned.
What was that?
You're welcome.
I'm honestly just shocked all around. I have no idea what's going on.
Well, I've been tracking that evil, horrible shapeshifter for a long time now, and I tracked her all the way here. In hindsight, it seems like you might have had this all under control, them being tied up and all that.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, you did, right? You didn't think those were actual children.
Well, I mean...
Well, because if you did, I'd totally have to kill you.
You know, I can throw this back at you. That weird kid wasn't a monster. You just shot and killed him, right?
Well, yeah, but I guess he was just a weird kid. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, I see what you're doing. All right. I won't kill you as long as you promise not to say anything about what happened here and you stop eating children. All right, deal?
Yeah, I'll be honest. This whole experience was frankly a disaster. I don't even want to do anything like this again, whether we have a deal or not.
No, but we do have a deal, though, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
That's cool.
okay, all right, sick. All right. Oh, yeah, also, sorry about the window. It's just kind of, part of the job to be a little extra theatrical.
Oh, you're good. It's just part of the job. I know. It's the same for me, really.
Oh, yeah. And listen, I don't have too much money, but I could throw a couple bucks your way for the window.
Oh, trust me, you're fine. I have insurance.
Insurance? Who does insurance for candy houses?
State Farm. State Farm covers anything that can be considered a home. Even if you live in your car, you can get homeowners insurance. It's crazy.
No way, that's funny.
I know. But also, it's just dawned on me. What's your name again?
Oh, I'm Van Helsing. I'm the greatest monster hunter hero of the known world.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Isn't he like an old scientist guy that beats monsters with, like, not guns?
Well, yeah, but that's like the boring one from the 30s. But I'm like the cool new 2004 version from that one movie with the angels and the werewolves.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one. The Hugh Jackman version.
Oh, yeah. So you did like him.
Well, I don't think anybody did.
Oh, okay. Well, no. Van Helsing shoots the evil witch right in the head, destroying the wicked sorceress. And that is where our story ends. The story of kinda, sorta Hansel and Gretel and Hugh Jackman, presented by State Farm. We hope you enjoyed, and now we return to our normally scheduled program of epic music and witty host banter on 91.3 FM.
Utah Tech Radio, in conjunction with Advanced Audio Production, Media Studies 4790, presents this hour two student-produced live radio plays. The content you will hear is being produced live in studio with live actors, a real script, live full. Utah Tech Radio, in conjunction with Advanced Audio Production, Media Studies 4790, presents this hour two student-produced live radio plays. The content you will hear is being produced live in studio with live actors, a real script, live Foley and sound effects, and live music. Nothing is pre-recorded, and this is being done for their final. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of Advanced Audio Production and their live radio play.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's performance of Heartbreak at Lake Tahoe, brought to you by Grandview Coffee. Today, we whisk you away to the magical land of the Sierra Nevada mountains, where lovers go to find serenity and romance. However, things are not always as they seem. Our story begins as Jack and Sarah sit at a peaceful lakeside enjoying the mountain sunset.
Isn't this lovely, Sarah? I'm so happy I could die.
I couldn't imagine a better place to celebrate our anniversary.
Oh, well-needed break, too. The office has been so hectic lately.
Why don't you quit that job? I only ever hear you complain about it.
Well, the money is good, and it paid for this trip, didn't it? And besides, where else can I go?
Yes, money is good, but isn't it better to be happy than to be rich?
I mean, what's the difference?
What was that?
Probably just a bird or someone passing through.
I thought this cove was private.
Then it was a bird. Don't worry, I'm sure it's nothing.
That doesn't sound like a bird, Jack.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's just a deer.
I think we should go back to the cabin.
Don't be ridiculous. The sun hasn't set yet.
And I don't want to walk back in the dark.
Honey, there is nothing to worry about. We're safe here.
I'm serious, Jack. I want to leave.
Okay. We'll go.
The couple gets up from their comfortable lakeside chairs and pack their bags to go back to the safety of the cabin.
Honey, you are overreacting.
Just walk, Jack. I don't feel like arguing right now.
Okay.
The couple begin walking away from the beach to the pathway that leads from the lake to the cabin. The pathway winds through a forest for a short distance before it reaches the cabin. By now the sun had set and the couple could hardly see what awaits them in the thick foliage ahead.
Hurry, Jack.
It's okay, honey. The cabin is just around the corner.
I'm scared, Jack.
I'm sure it's nothing, honey. Let's keep moving.
As the couple turned to continue on the path, they suddenly discovered that it was blocked. A tall, muscular, brooding man boldly stood between them and the safety of the cabin. His beard was scruffy, the veins in his muscular arms bulged, and his enormous fists were clenched in a white-knuckled rage. The man took a step forward, and the moonlight illuminated his face, revealing his blazing with rage and desire. He reached in his pocket and pulled out a large hunting knife that gleamed in the moonlight.
Dave?
You know this man?
I've come to bring you back home, sweetie.
Dave, this isn't okay. You and we're through.
You don't mean that.
Sarah, who is this?
She's mine. You've taken her from me.
It was my choice, Dave. Please let us go.
No.
I'm not going back.
You don't have a choice.
Dave suddenly rushed at the couple, raising the knife to strike. Jack grabbed Sarah's hand and took off with her into the bushes.
Run, Sarah.
They crashed through the foliage, Dave following close behind. They could hear his breath getting closer and closer. In an instant, Dave tripped over a root. The couple kept running until they found a safe hiding place behind a large tree. They caught their breath and listened closely. Footsteps approached and they kept quiet as possible. From behind the tree, they saw a large looming silhouette of Dave. Still brandishing the knife, he drew closer and closer, peering through the forest for any signs of the couple.
Oh my God, he's coming right at us.
Ladies and gentlemen, have you been searching for that perfect addition to your morning routine? Introducing Grandview Coffee, the finest blend of rich roasted beans, hand-selected for exceptional flavor and aroma. Picture this, a brisk morning, the sun just peeking through the window, and that first heavenly sip of Grandview Coffee warming your spirits. That's not just coffee, that's a moment to savor.
My mornings wouldn't be the same without Grandview. It's smooth, aromatic, and keeps me going all day.
Grandview gives me the energy I need to tackle whatever the day brings. 1 cup, and I'm ready.
Brew up hot today and taste the difference for yourself. From the first sip to the last, Grandview Coffee makes every moment richer. Available at your neighborhood grocer, packed fresh, ready to delight. Grandview Coffee, where every cup is a journey of flavor and every morning is a moment to cherish. Jack and Sarah ducked behind the tree, covered their mouths, fearing that even the slightest breath would alert Dave to their exact position.
Sarah, come out. I miss you.
The couple could hear Dave's footsteps on the other side of the tree. The crunch of the leaves under his heavy scent shivers down their spines. They stayed motionless and prayed for him to pass. Luckily for them, he did, and peeked and continued to search the forest. Jack and Sarah let out a sigh of relief. Jack peeked out from the tree and saw through the trees the cabin.
Sarah, I can see the cabin. If we run, we can make it.
Dave will hear us.
He's too far away. We'll be safe.
No, let's just stay here.
Just trust me. We have to go now.
Jack grabs Sarah's hand and they make a run for the cabin. They crash through the bushes, onto the path. Suddenly, they heard Dave crash through the forest behind them. They sprinted to the door, the cabin door, and got inside just before Dave reached them. They slammed the door, and Dave pounded on the door.
Sarah!
Call the police.
Sarah rushed to the phone while Jack held the door. She dialed as fast as she could.
Hurry!
911, how can I assist you?
There's a man trying to kill us.
What's your location?
Oakview Resort, cabin 14.
Stay calm. We'll be at your location in 20 minutes.
20 minutes? That's too long.
Just stay calm and stay where you are.
Stay calm. He's going to get inside.
My pistol, Sarah. Grab my pistol from my bag.
Sarah rushed to the bags and searched for the gun. Dave gave a tremendous push, swinging the door wide open and knocked Jack onto the floor. Dave stepped inside and went straight for Sarah. Jack grabbed Dave and pulled away from her.
I won't let you have her!
Dave thrust a knife into Jack, narrowly missing his head and going straight into his shoulder.
Ah!
Jack fell on the floor, clutching his wound. Dave spun around and stepped towards Sarah, ready to reclaim what he believes is rightfully his.
Sarah.
Jack!
There's no stopping me. You're coming back with me whether you want to or not.
Sarah suddenly raised the pistol straight at Dave. He stopped in his tracks. Her hand shook as she pointed the gun directly at his chest. Dave looked at her with a lustful rage in his eyes.
No, Dave.
Put the gun down, sweetie.
I'm not going back. Either you leave now or I will shoot you.
You won't do that. You love me.
I don't love you. I never have and I never will.
Sarah's hands steadied and took a step back. Dave put his hands down, clenched them into fists. Sarah could see his white knuckles shining in the moonlight that streaked through the cabin window.
Sarah, put the gun down.
Don't do this, Dave. I don't want to hurt you.
Jack stood and grabbed Dave, trying to pull him away from Sarah. Dave punched Jack and raised the knife to finish off his rival. A shot rang out, and Dave was thrown into the wall. Blood splattering across the floor, he slid to the ground, clutching his abdomen, where his blood ran through his fingers. Sarah lowered the smoking gun and rushed to Jack's side.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Is he dead?
They looked at Dave as he drew his final breath. The couple embraced, finally safe from their vengeful attacker.
I guess the office doesn't seem so bad now, does it?
I love you, Sarah.
I love you, Jack.
This has been at Lake Tahoe, presented by Grandview Coffee. Sarah played by Maddie, Jack played by Jesse, Dave played by Davis, and your narrator, Pedro. We hope you enjoyed this story of love, lust, and revenge. We wish you a wonderful day, and remember to always be wary of ex-lovers.
This has been a live studio production from Utah Tech Radio on behalf of Media Studies 4790 Advanced Audio Production. The previous has been produced live in studio with live actors, a real script, live sound effects produced in studio, and music produced live as well. We'd like to thank the students of Media Studies 4790 for putting this together, as this is their final. We now return you to normal programming on 91.3 The Blaze.